Hey, everybody. Thank you for subscribing. This is amazing. I have 92 subscribers. Just maybe just a couple months ago, I had like probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 subscribers. And now I have 92. That is so amazing. So thank you, Timothy Renner, because of Timothy. I'm sure that that's where you guys are coming from. So it's just so amazing. I'm trying to get to 100. I'm really bad with my advertising. I have none. But I want to get to 100 and maybe do something really fun. How would you guys like that? Let me know in the comments if you want to do something fun for 100 subscribers when we get 100 subscribers. But thank you guys. Really, you guys are awesome. I sure love you guys. Anyway, the other thing, my voice. So I have deteriorating vocal cords, and while I was sick over the past, couple weeks or some things, I have not really, to be honest with you, I have not really been taking care of myself very well. And with that, I'm supposed to be I do mindful breathing, and it helps with my stuttering, and it also helps with my voice, and it strengthens my diaphragm. Well, the past couple of weeks that I have been sick, I have not even been doing any of that. So this is my voice when I don't do mindful breathing. Just so you know, I'm not sick. I have a little bit of a sniffle, but that's just, that's gonna be there for a while. Anyway, I have something kind of fun. So, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I just found out about this place. And so I wanted to write about it and tell you guys all about it. This is called the Devil's Tramping Ground. Have you guys heard of it? I literally, it was probably maybe a couple weeks ago that I found out about this place. So I thought that we would dive into it. Here we go. The Devil's Tramp Ground. It is 50 miles south of Greensboro, North Carolina. There is a circle in the woods, and it's about a 40-foot radius circle, and or ring. Nothing grows there. It is barren, 100% barren. Now, I've seen pictures of this place. Very fascinating indeed, because you know how lush and just beautiful North Carolina is. Nothing grows there. Crazy. Nothing grows there. So, and it is a perfect circle. Now, while camping there, people have seen red floating eyes. And this is not just one or two people. A lot of people have spotted that. It is also said that they call it the Devil's Stomping Ground is because the devil will come in and just make circles and circles and walk that area, trying to devise ways of really messing up humanity. So let me kind of explain where it's at. Now, I believe that it is on private property, so I'm not suggesting anybody go there, but at the same time, just kind of be mindful of where you go. Make sure that you stay in public areas, and make sure that you leave the area unnoticed, as far as, we don't like trash. Anyway, So in the forest near Harper's Crossroad, there is an area in Bear Creek, North Carolina. There is a campsite. Like I said, it's called Devil's Tramping Ground. The stories from the camping ground is that campers, let's see, the stories from there are, a lot of the stories are from the campers. And most of the campers there are the local people. And so the devil tramps, meaning he stomps, and haunts a barren circle. The local communities around the site know very well these stories because most of them are the ones that have either passed it down or they actually experience being there and something happened. It is said that objects disappear. It is said that dogs refuse to go near that circle. They will stop. They will not go in the circle. They will not go near that circle. And I find that really interesting. Strange things happen to those who stay the night within the ring. Nothing has been able to grow in that ring for over 100 years. The lore about this ring says that the devil walks in circles within this ring to conjure evil to the world. Now, there is a journalist / newspaper editor / author and advisor. And his name, and he is from Greensboro, North Carolina. And his name is John William Hardin. He was born in 1903, died about 1985. And this is what he has to say about the Devil's Tramping Ground. Chatham natives say that the devil goes there to walk in circles as he thinks of new means of causing trouble for humanity. There, something during the dark of the night, the majesty of the underworld of evil silently tramps around the bear circle. Now, there are other stories about how the circle began. One of them is that in the circle around the area there has been known to be mills. And within these mills, they had a whole bunch of oxen and or horses, mules, donkeys, make the mill wheel, say that 10 times fast, go around. And it grinds up grain. There's been a couple of places where they have these grain mills, that kind of thing. And so it is said that maybe, or a theory is that the horses would walk around in a circle, or oxen would walk around in that circle, and that is how it became barren. Now, there is another story that is told that this particular ring is where it is an ancient meeting place for local Native Americans. And it is said that there was two tribes that were massive rivals, and they decided to have a battle. Well, there is one chief called Croatan. And Croatan died within this circle. And it is said that his name is carved in a tree. They have seen, like I said, they have seen glowing eyes in the middle of the circle. A Chatham County deed book says that the deed for this spot is a poison field track. I find that really fascinating. I like that. Maybe I should write a book and call it that. Anyway, so there are some more articles about this campsite and people camping there. And there is one, like I said, with this war. And it is said that it was a huge, huge, huge battle. Like it was really, really nasty. It was a nasty battle. And so there is a memorial spot within or near this circle. It talks about this battle that these two tribes had with each other. So I find that really interesting. Now, there's another theory, and the theory is that this area is a legend to the lost colony of Roanoke Island. And when I heard about that, now I want to do a whole thing about Roanoke Island. So if anybody knows anything about Roanoke Island, let me know. I think that would be really cool. Anyway, the North Carolina Department of Agriculture had been taking samples from the soil. And those samples proved to be sterile due to the extreme amount of high salt content. Now, this is what I find fascinating. So, I lived near a ranch, but I worked on a ranch for about almost 8 years, maybe around 8 years. And when I worked on that ranch, there were up in the Huntsville, Eden area, there were a ton of there were more cows than there were people that lived up there. And there were a lot of ranchers that wherever you go in this area, especially up in the mountains, the ranchers have rights to grazing and letting their cattle be there, especially some from Cache County. And what they have to do for these cows, even though they're grazing, they need salt. And so there's a lot of salt licks up and around these ranch areas. Some parts of the some of those ranches have been there for, eight generations since the 1850s-ish. And there's a Great Salt Lake just, let's see. Yeah, it's behind me. And that's full of salt. I've never seen so much salt caused from salt licks that people cannot grow anything there. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Because there's like horses and stuff around that area. Heck, it's North Carolina. But I'm not sure about that, people. I don't know. That's got to be an insane amount of salt that we can't even imagine. We just can't imagine So I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. But I find this really super fascinating. And that is literally all of the research that I have. So every time I go and find something, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to do research on it. I'm having a hard time finding research on it. But if I don't look for anything and I just stumble on something, I find a whole lot of research. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. So do you think that that this legend of the two warring tribes, do you think that there's something with that? I kind of think that is. It's considered sacred or hollow ground because of the two tribes and this character in history named Chief Croatan. I kind of lean toward that. Salt, that's considered a conduit for good spirits, and it helps chase away the bad spirits. I don't know if there's any body of water near there. I do know that North Carolina and South Carolina are very, very, very lush, very, very humid, especially as opposed to here in Utah. Like, I have the driest hands right now. Oh, they're awful. They look like man hands. No offense to men. Anyway, so I just am very, very curious about your thoughts on this. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. And if you guys know anything else or anything more about the Devil's Tramping Ground, or if anybody's camped there and have seen these glowing eyes. I've heard some of them, they'll stay within the ring and they glow 2 red eyes, and they'll go from this creepy color white to red, blue, and then it'll change colors to red. Sometimes it even stays a solid red. I'm very curious about that. I'm also curious about when the campers camp inside the ring, what objects are they missing? I'm really curious, like, are they missing a Bowie knife or like a compass, or is it like some food? I don't know. I'm really seriously curious about this. So if you guys know of anything that you guys would like for me to do some research on and talk about, let me know. Send me an email. I'm on Facebook. Go ahead and send me a Facebook Messenger. I opened my Facebook Messenger exclusively for my subscribers, and the reason why I did that, it's in my first video. I didn't even have a Facebook account because I don't really care for it. I do have a Twitter account. I don't really care for that either. But the reason why I do have a Twitter is because I belong to this community of these women that are paranormal researchers, and they're just such groovy women, and so I really, really, really like that. I try to get my subscribers on Twitter to follow me on YouTube. They're not really keen on that, I don't think. I'm not sure. They're a tough crowd. Twitter's a freaking tough crowd. But so anyway, send me an email if you guys if anyone out there has wants to send me or submit to me an experience that they've had. Can be scary, it can be a very good experience. Anything that has to do with the unknown, in my opinion, is paraweird. So, I hope you guys are having an excellent day, really good time. I'll put this up. I got to get back to work. So have just a lovely, lovely evening. I will be posting again real soon. I can't make any promises, but I kind of want to do one on Saturday. There was about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago where I picked a topic that was kind of a sensitive topic. And then upon doing this video, I just did not feel right about it because it's in that little Miami River. And so I'm kind of excited about that. I kind of want to see your guys' opinion on that one as well. So stay tuned. We'll have some more. I really want to do a whole lot of fun things, and I really have a lot of great ideas for this channel. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to me and tuning in. Thank you for telling friends and whoever else you tell to say, hey, this person is so cool, you gotta watch her. No, I'm joking. But anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful night. I come in peace. I leave in peace. Just take care of yourselves, and I'll see you real soon. Bye now.